Okay. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Now, look, y'all can officially call me a damn lie, okay? I said for those of y'all that's following me down there on the Facebook that I was going to come through. Y'all will have and have-nots tonight and tomorrow, which would have been Thursday night. It's Friday morning now after 1 o'clock. And Friday, y'all would get Fuck Shit Friday and the web series review for Tangled and Twisted episode 5 back at work or something like that. Child, I'm going to put that video down in my description box. I need y'all to go watch that right quick because it might be 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow night, Saturday morning, when I'll be able to upload that video. I get distracted, y'all. For those y'all follow me down on Facebook, y'all know what distracted me today, baby. I was on that phone. But I'm here. I said I wasn't going to lay down until I come through. Child, I almost gave y'all have-nots the bonnet review because, baby, I had this bonnet on this head. I thought about it, bitch. You trying to do great things in 2017 and people is watching you. So you need to take that bonnet off your head and make it do what it do. So here I am, coiffed up and ready to give y'all the best of me. Well, a piece of me the best way I know how, honey. We are talking about the have and have-nots. This is the season opener for season 5. I ain't gonna get into it about them seasons. We're not gonna even do that there. But here I am. We finna talk about it. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm giving y'all this one time and one time only to call me a lie. For those of y'all that that follow me on that Facebook. See, that's what y'all missing it at. I like the fact y'all down there on IG, you know, requesting a hoe, want to come through and holler at a bitch. But I'm gonna tell you something. I do my best work on that book of faces, baby. So you might want to follow me over there. Now, I'm going to see what you do on Instagram. And yes, I did do a series of uploads the other night. I just felt like sharing a piece of me with the people. And plus, like I said, people is watching a girl. So I got to kind of beef up my social media presence, if you will, you know. But anyway, child, was y'all ready? Was y'all ready? Tuesday night's MVP award goes to Catherine Cry, a.k.a. Katie Kaboom, because, baby, she went all the way to the left. And I told y'all. While everybody was around here big up in Veronica and big up in Jim, I told you that, go back to last season. I said it. Catherine the one you better watch. Catherine like me. She a cool bitch. She got a kind heart. But baby, once you take her to the dark side, you on, girl, okay? I've been waiting. And child, I've been waiting. And Tuesday night, they came on through. Tyler been listening. He been paying attention. We want to thank you, the ones of us that review this show. Right off the bat, I know that Random TV Reviews does it. I know to go to YouTube, that's the greatest of all time, is Ashley Miller. She is watching these reviews. She is doing these reviews. And baby, I saw my nephew done jump back in the arena. He on the have and have-nots too. Y'all go check out Might Be. Child, y'all get y'all life over there. Might Be breaking down like I do. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and holler at them on their reviews. You know that they do, because you know it's all one love. Ain't nobody trying to surpass the other. It's all love. It's room for all of us on these YouTube streets, and it is what it is. Now, child, here we are, the two of us together. Child, that's how I felt when that damn holler period came on Tuesday night. Temptation Tuesday, baby. I can't wait till that have and have-nots and that have, and if loving you is wrong, you know it's gonna come a time where they gonna come together, and it's gonna be Temptation Tuesday. I'm waiting on this shit. Y'all know I am. But let's talk about this review. I'm 4 minutes in, and I got a lot of shit to talk about. Catherine. Child, Catherine, now we left off, for those of y'all who may not be aware, but I'm sure most of y'all that watch me know. We left off with Catherine shooting D.A. Jennifer dead to the floor, baby, and that is where she's still laying on that floor with that leg cocked up over that chair, baby, that she fell back in. And Catherine then adjusted her vase and went upstairs after telling Veronica, you know you're going to have to defend me, right? Okay, now Veronica is what we like to call scared shitless, okay? In the urban neighborhoods, that's what we call it. She's scared shitless. We see Veronica done found out that Catherine the Great shook her foundation, and I was here for all of that, honey. Baby, she was trying to get out of there, and Catherine had them locked doors. She had them unhooked phones. She said ain't nobody going nowhere. She said she needed to get out of there because she got a dinner engagement party set up for her son, and she need to go, baby. She was trying to get up out of there, and Catherine eased on down them back stairwells because that's where she was, in that kitchen, trying to get out. Girl, how you felt trying to get out that back way? Remember you sent that maid out that back way. How it felt trying to get out that back way, girl? Did you feel some kind of way when them locks didn't turn? Because I sure felt some kind of way for you. I felt elated because I thought she was going to cut you then. Catherine came on down them stairs. Veronica asking her if she aware of what she had done. Catherine said, what are you talking about? She good. Veronica say she just murdered somebody, and Catherine said, I did? Well, I want some tea. Baby, why Catherine went over there to that drawer and grabbed up that knife out that drawer, and I thought she was finna cut her. I know I was here for it. I was like, cut her in the name. But baby, she did not cut that woman. She went over there to that refrigerator and pulled out a lemon, and she placed it on that chopping board. And when she placed it on that chopping board, honey, she went to chopping that thing nicely. All of a sudden, I know her mind was going into, let me think about, this whole here, this one standing right here acting like I don't know what I know. And she went to chopping harder, baby. You could see the fear in Veronica. Now, Veronica, as Demonica, as they call them over there on the random TV reviews, she always miss cool, calm, and collected, and always thinking. But in this moment, we saw fear. I'm sitting there thinking, Veronica, when you go tap into your inner blackness and figure out how you gonna get up out of here? But baby, she is scared, shitless, and motionless at this moment. She didn't try Katie Kaboom, cause see, Catherine gone. Katie is in town, and I don't think she going nowhere. Catherine say, I thought I'd never see this day. The devil is scared. Not only does the devil wear Prada, she's scared too. Girl, Veronica couldn't say nothing. When she did, all she could say was, maybe we should call the cops. I just witnessed, and Catherine say, Mitch, what did you just witness? Now, Veronica shaking in her boots, and her vocal abilities is shaking too. She talking about, I witnessed a murder. Catherine said, you did? Where was I? Baby, Katie was on it. You hear me? She said, Veronica, I think you forgot how much a bitch I can be. Now, Veronica said, no, I didn't. But Katie said, yes, you did. And you needed a reminder. And you just got one. Now, Veronica always thinking on her feet. Like I told y'all, she always thinking. But even when scared, Catherine say, let me help you out. And she gonna tell Catherine, let me help you out, I'm your friend. Catherine said, yeah, that's right, you are, and you're a part of this scene now. Veronica was like, how am I part of this? Katie say, the moment you decided to let that dude into, the moment you decided, okay, that you thought that going in that cell, putting that man in that cell with my son was a good idea, is when you became a part of all of this mess. She said, so how you gonna help me out of this? Insanity? Perhaps. That sounds like a good idea. Veronica was like, that's a reasonable defense. Now, Veronica wanted to get out the house. She said, I got an engagement party for my son. She pleading for Catherine to let her out. But Veronica grasping. Catherine done went Katie Kaboom, like I said. She in the building and she ain't going nowhere. She asked him to leave, and Veronica Veronica asked him to leave, and Katie like, why'd you do it? Veronica talking about do what? Katie snap. Stop playing with me and tell me why you put that criminal in the cell with my son. Catherine said, what was his crime? Veronica said something about murder or drugs, and Katie say, and rape. So Veronica said yes, and she said it wasn't supposed to go that far. Katie say, how the hell it wasn't supposed to go that far when you know he a rapist? And I was thinking, why is she thinking that too, okay? She said, you knew my child was molested as a kid, Veronica. What did you think would happen? Veronica said she loved Wyatt, but he wasn't afraid, and Jim wasn't making him afraid enough. She said, I know when a child's scared, I'm a good parent. And that's when Katie started agitated again. So I'm not a good parent? Veronica said, all I'm saying is he wasn't scared. Now, we're going to leave them for a minute because we got some more stuff to talk about. Because believe it or not, although that was the scene of the scenes, we're going to talk about old Oscar, a.k.a. Brandon, okay? Now, we go to him, and honey, and Candace is over there giving him an old-fashioned black mama type of ass whooping. You remember when you was a child and you get chastised by your parent, a.k.a. corporal punishment, for those of us that was raised like that. Those y'all ain't never had no whooping. This part ain't for you. Just go get your snack, go get your damn drink or something. This ain't for you. This for the parents, for the ones of us who parents whooped what we like to call that natural ass, okay? So what she did was, every time she asked him a question and that question wasn't answered right. You remember when you was a child and your mama asked you why you do that and you don't give her the right answer and she rap you a couple of more times and it be a little harder? That's what she was doing with him. Every time she asked him something and that answer wasn't right, she rapped him a little bit harder, honey. She wanted her money back and he had to tell her he ain't have it. And child, you can only imagine the raps that came when he said that. She asked him, who sent you, nigga? Who sent you? I don't know you. We ain't got the same circle of friends. So who sent you, Knuckle? Well, he wouldn't give that kind of tea up. But he did tell, because see, she figured it's either Jim or David, and she leaning more toward David. He started to confess his sins like he was at church, honey. He had been put on the spot. He said, look, I'm basically a criminal like you on probation. He said, well, I do this kind of work to repay my debt to society. See, I work in asset recovery. Y'all remember Apollo worked in asset recovery too. And where he at? Okay, well, he working asset recovery, and that's what he do. Now, at this point, he done overpowered her. Now, she ain't paying attention, because when you start rapping somebody, you supposed to disable them arms and them legs, but she didn't, you know, she had black woman intentions with white woman actions. So she laid there and let him get on top of her, and he basically telling her that the money is gone, ain't nothing he can do about it, but look here. All is not lost. He can get her that money back and plus some. He know a guy that's got plenty to spend. But the thing is, he can't get close to him because he a man. But she a woman and she can. Candace wasn't trying to hear that goddamn shit. At least that's what we think on this episode. Because she getting desperate, honey. Ain't no telling what she gonna do next. She ain't seen the fall for it. And then we gonna go on over there to the hospital. Because see, Wyatt still laid up in the bed. He done had a whole season off with pay. And Jeffrey done got a phone call from Justin because, see, remember, the police is at Candace's house with a search warrant. And basically, Justin won't know what is it that I'm not supposed to find here. Tell me how to help you. Now, I thought, because this is Veronica's son as well as David, that maybe in this moment when he is under pressure, his thought process would have told him to hold his mule. But he did not tell him to hold his mule. This boy act like, child, he a snitch. He done went and told the man everything. I stabbed him here in the ground, in the backyard. What had happened was he came up in the house. He tried to attack Candace. She stabbed him. It wasn't enough because he was still coming for her throat area right there. And so I wound up stabbing him. Now, he say the reason we ain't called the police because Candace said that it possibly could have looked like overkill. Now, Justin sitting over here, remember, y'all may have slept together, but girl, come on. It's a difference, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you get it. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it because tomorrow I'm gonna offend the gays probably enough. So I ain't gonna say that tonight. I say that for tomorrow because I'm sure tomorrow Function Friday is gonna make some people feel some kind of way about me. But I'm just gonna call it like I see it. It's not really gonna be bad, but you know, people sensitive. But I will say this: I felt like, considering the fact y'all may have slept with each other, does not mean that he is guaranteed or beholden to keep your secrets or to protect you. And he told you, I can try to keep them, you know, at bay as long as I possibly can, but I can't make you no promises that they ain't gonna find this, because it's a pile of dirt, newly dug up dirt in your backyard. It's only a matter of time. I can try to buy you some time. That's all I can do. Now I'm sitting up here looking at the screen, from Jeffrey. Is you alright? Ain't none of your blackness kick in nowhere up in there. You ain't feel compelled to keep your mouth closed, boy. You done sat here and told the po-po the truth. Child. And your mama don't like you right now. Boy, just to say he gonna have to call him back. Jeff ain't really want him to get off that phone. I kind of feel like he want to tell my aunt to walk through the house with the phone, let me hear what's going on. But Justin assured me he'll call him back. Now, when Jeffrey hang up, it's alive. Wyatt, who has been unconscious for a whole season with pay, wakes up, and the first thing he can remember is who you done killed. Because he overheard that. Now, Jeffrey's so happy and claiming that Wyatt didn't hear what he thought he heard. You know, he playing like, oh, you fog in the head. You ain't hear that. I ain't say nothing about killing nobody. You know I ain't finna kill nobody. Now, see, this is why I got a problem here. Tyler, I'm gonna need you to do me one more favor, okay? Because you've been listening to us. We the ones that push your stuff for you. You've been hearing us. And I know you've been hearing me because I've been looking at my reviews of your shows. And I know you hear me. So I need you to hear me when I say this here. Can we please stop making Jeffrey seem like he's so damn corny and desperate for this dude that don't want no parts of his boy pussy? Can we please just do that? Now, Jeffrey happy, he okay. He telling him he worried everyone, asking how he feeling. He trying to make him lay back down because this boy, now he done OD, but I don't know where the pain in his guts are, right up on his rib cage area coming from. He just really not himself. He don't need to be trying to move. But he over there telling him, please don't scare us like that again. I don't want to ever feel like I'm about to lose you. And this boy ain't got not an ounce of motherfucking care in his body nowhere. Sorry about the cussing, I'm working on it. Don't trip, God ain't through with me yet. But he ain't trying to hear what the young man, what Jeffrey's saying. He won't know what happened. Jeffrey say he OD. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This how you know he a addict. No remorse for what he done took his parents through. No remorse for what he took his friends through. He ain't scared that he almost lost his life. All he say is, I know better next time how far I can go. In other words, next time I know I can take it this far before I go too far. And if I'm really feeling froggy, I'm going to go on and try to see if I can fly one more time and do it again. Child, please. All I can say is, since he woke up like that, Tyler, Joey better wake up. When we come back to If Loving You Is Wrong, Joey better wake up. If this boy can be comatose for a whole season with pay, I know doggone well Joey gonna wake up. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, we didn't see no IVs, no heart monitors, no breathing equipment, or nothing. But we ain't gonna worry about that. He done woke up out the coma. Okay? Because this is Tyler Perry land, and only in his land does this kind of thing occur. And I love you, so I'm rolling with it. Hey, you can sell me shit all day. I buy. Now, he trying to get out of bed, and he in pain and can barely stand, falls back in the bed, and Jeffrey tell him he'll call for somebody to come and check and talk to him and stuff. We're going to wait on that to happen. Let's go over to Benny's house, because he's sitting there looking like he's down on his luck. His back is against the wind, and Hannah is still sitting up in there in that table, sitting next to him like the hope of the slave. She don't work for free. Okay. She up in there. He upset because he losing the tow yard in the house, and Hannah sitting there, like I said, looking like the hope of the slave, and she sucking it up. Hannah said, I told you stop messing with that sister of yours. he like, you not upset? He said, no. She said, no, I got a piece that passes understanding, honey, and I got $300. They gonna leave a light on for us for this $300 for the week. She knew better than that, because she said it might not be the best, but we gonna be fine. Now, Hannah, you might as well go on up there and pay. But Anna said you might as well go on up there and pay before them people come and start throwing your stuff out of there. He assured her that, you know, they good until 5 p.m. the next day. Now, Candace come knocking at the door, and he opened it up, and she's standing there, and she done walked in the doorway, but she still by the door. She saying, I ain't get the money back. She said, the only thing I can think of right now that may buy you some time is that if I go and turn myself in. Now, of course, he ain't trying to hit it. But Hannah, like, turn herself in for what? She ain't for turn herself in. She's like, well, I know, you know, maybe if I go turn myself in, it might actually save the mortgage. Hannah says she ain't going to do it. And that's when Candace realized she was there. And, because she was still standing at that door, Hannah in that kitchen, okay? So Benny, he wasn't trying to hear Candace talk about going no jail. Now, Hannah wants to know what would she be turning herself in for exactly. Benny ended up saying that she forged the signatures on the loan paper. Of course, Hannah ain't surprised. She says she know, but Candace says she know Mr. Bowman down at the bank and she could talk to him. Hannah chimed in, what you gonna do, sleep with him? She said, why, yes. And if that fails, then there are plenty more men down there and the wives. I said, Candace, you gonna make Hannah haul off and hit you again, girl. But she ain't gonna do it because little Quincy upstairs and she don't want him upset. Hannah say, look, Benny, stop believing her. She stay lying, and if she don't turn herself in for this, she gonna wind up going to jail for Quincy. And now they both is staring at her like, wait a minute, Wood, because remember, both of them know something about that. So, come to find out, Hannah say, old girl across that street, you know that white racist one? Her. Look her. Look her. I told y'all to look her. Her over there. She said that Quincy went up in the damn house and he didn't come out the motherfucker. So we wants to know where he at. Now Candace say, look, I'll fix that. Don't worry about it, Benny. And he started saying, you ain't finna go no jail. And I can understand that even though he noticed she done did him an injustice, that's his sister and he down for his family. He love his sister. He ain't trying to hear her going no jail. She promising to come back. Hannah say she lying. She ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. Now let's go down to the surrounding hotel down at the bar area where they love to be at all the time. And you got David sitting there with old Erica, the lady in yellow, okay? We see this guy by the name of Charles, who we come to learn is a front runner in the presidential election. That's right, the front runner in the presidential election of this free world. This is the Barack Obama. I said, come through, Tyler. All right, then, you giving us something since we about to lose what we got. I guess we better go on and try to at least remember the good times. Well, he ain't really supposed to be dealing with David. David don't really want to be around him that much because David know he is involved in a lot of controversy right now, and fooling with him could possibly cost him his election. So what he want to do is he gonna speak to him, but he gonna go on and get away from him. But before they do that, once David say, you know, hanging around me is probably not the best thing to do, because he actually was having some type of fundraiser thing going on for his campaign, and David wasn't invited to the shit. And the reason why he wasn't invited is because he in the midst of all of this mess with Jim and Veronica and all they full of fucking niggatry for his Ross that they do. So that's the reason why he not a part of it, okay? So he understands that. He said, but the guy said, oh, and I'm also sorry to hear about your divorce. Now David said, I'm sorry about your wife passing. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to come back to visit us later. So keep that in the archive of the mind. He said that something happened to that man's wife. Now, David wasn't even fazed by that divorce thing because he ready to get rid of Veronica ASAP. Period. Okay. Now he go back and after he get through running it with old boy, he go back and sit at the table with Erica, who's impressed because she know who the guy is. She know all the eligible rich men and the ones that's not eligible if they rich. And he about to talk to her when he get a call. Of course, he has to turn away from her, excusing himself. She cool with that, handle your business. And it's Jim. Now, Jim, he answered the phone, and Jim want to know, why is I'm still down here in this jail, David? David said that you called Judge, whatever his name is, and apologize to him. Now, Jim still think he in a position of power in this moment because he say, I'm not finna do that. And David tell him, well, if you don't apologize to this man, then you will remain in jail. See, what you gonna have to do is you gonna have to apologize. The apology will remove the contempt of court charge that you currently have, and it will also help him reconsider giving you bail. Now, you need to go on and handle that, or you're going to be sitting down there for a whole nother season. Okay? That's what's going to happen to you. Well, instead of Jim just saying, okay, let me go and hang up with you and call this man and get this rectified, he got one more thing he want to ask him to do. Now, you already asking him to help you get out of jail. You done sat here and asked him to get War out of jail as well. David like, well, what's his charge? Jim, of course, has to say drugs. David like, man. But Jim like, that could possibly be an ally and I need him out. So David agrees to get Wyatt on the job. Tell him, look, call that judge and get him on the phone because he going to be waiting on your call. Do what you got to do. Say what you got to say. And then call me back so I can come down there and swoop through and pick you up. And Jim said, okay. Okay? Now, we see Candace passing by the house with the cops all in her house in the front yard and everything. Because you remember they searching the house. She did what I would did. I'd have kept rolling. And she did. Now, let's go back to the scene of all scenes. Y'all know the scene that just made me happy. Back at the Cry's house, Katie's still holding Veronica hostage, okay? She said, Veronica, you know me. You know how kind I can be and you know how ruthless I can be. Did you forget? Veronica still scared shitless and saying no, she didn't. She wanted to go, so Catherine said, look, you can go ahead on and leave. Veronica like, but the door's are locked. She said, go through the window. Of course, Veronica's not going to go through that window, okay? She told her, you got a choice. You have to catch that window. You can catch that fade like Jennifer did in that living room in there. Baby, she read Veronica for fifth in this last scene. She said, you supposed to be my friend. I know you too well, Veronica. I know when you lying, and I know when you telling the truth. I know things you don't think I know. Why would you think putting a rapist in a cell with my son was a good idea? She said, Veronica Harrington, broke bitch from the New Chester projects. Your mom was a whore and your daddy was a numbers runner and a hoe. You're one of 5 children and they all hate your guts, honey. You worth $25 million on paper, but you got $29 million in debts, you know, building mortgages and such. So really your worth is in the negative. She said, my father had to give you a scholarship, and you and I both know what you had to do to get that. It must have been horrible, because by then he had aged and wrinkled. She said, you broke. Lloyd Bowman is my friend, and I sit on the board at the bank. I got power. I can make your life as you now know it disappear, and it can be gone before you even say Catherine. Catherine snapped in the head and became Katie yet again. She said, you know what? You need to die too. And went to chasing that hoe through that damn house, caught up with her enough to cut on her arm, and continued on chasing her, and it cut off. And I said, to God be the glory for the things he have done. This was a good show, and I was good. Y'all, next week look like it's going to get even better. Stick with her, bitch. I ain't gonna be this late next week. I apologize. I fucking apologize for being late. I'm sorry, y'all. I get caught up. I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, some of it was good today. A vast majority of it was. Those of you who watch me or follow me on Facebook know what I'm talking about. You know, It's just been a long day, and I'm sorry it's after 1 a.m. and it's probably gonna be 2 o'clock for you to upload to YouTube. But that was season 5, episode 1 of the Have and Have Nots. Please join me back down here tomorrow, where I will be bringing you the web series Tangled and Twisted. Episode 5 has dropped. It's in the description box. For those of you who enjoy that review, please do click on the click on the link. Go watch the show so that you'll know what the hell I'm talking about. And I ain't got it kind of make my work not so hard. But if y'all, for those y'all diehards that don't like to listen to that but want to hear me talk, you ain't got to go watch, because trust and believe, I thoroughly review that. I have an interest in that. So I'm going to put that down in the description box so y'all can watch it. Join me back here tomorrow for a review of that episode, as well as what's turned into one of my more popular little series I do on my channel, which is Fuck Shit Friday, where I'm going to be talking shit and swallowing spit, and I mean every word I say. In the meantime, in between time, please remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. I know it, I believe it. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Share this video on your social media platforms, and I will see you guys in about 24 hours. Peace.